Hi beautiful people, I'm Priscila. Today's video is the fourth and final part of my New Year series. If you haven't already, make sure to check out part 1, 2 and 3. I'll leave the links in the description box below. Now that you have done your 2020 year review, designed your perfect day around your ideal self, and goal set for success in 2021, you are now ready to move on to the final part, which is to declutter, clean and organize your space for the best year of your life so far. So let's begin. They say having a cluttered space reflects a cluttered mind. So having your space clean and tidy, and that can be your house, your room or your desk, that will bring clarity of mind. And who doesn't want that? So that's exactly where we are going to start. Step 1 is to declutter. I'm going to suggest you to declutter the Marie Kondo way, because that's what I've done in the past and I was really happy with the outcome. But don't just start chucking everything in the bin. Please be patient and follow the right order and process of decluttering. Before we start, it's important that you give yourself enough time to do this. Depending on how big your space is and how many things you have, that can be from several hours to several days. So consider yourself warned. Before we move on to the actual decluttering, it's important that you know the 6 basic rules of tidying according to Marie Kondo. 1. Commit yourself to tidying up. 2. Imagine your ideal lifestyle. 3. Finish discarding first. 4. Tidy by category, not location. 5. Follow the right order. 6. Ask yourself if it sparks joy. Allow me to elaborate. 1. Committing yourself to tidying up means putting your efforts, time and attention not only in organizing your space, but also changing your life. Marie Kondo believes that by tidying your space, that creates a positive domino effect in other areas of your life. When your room is clean and uncluttered, you have no choice but to examine your inner state. You can see any issues you have been avoiding and are forced to deal with them. So who's ready? 2. Imagine yourself living your ideal life. What does it look like? The question of what you want to own is actually the question of how you want to live your life. Our possessions and their type and amount are a direct reflection of how we live our lives, because they shape what we can do inside of our homes. If you think about hoarders, they are literally incarcerated in their home because of their belongings. The things we buy and keep in our spaces, they also define how we spend our time. Let's say, for example, that you just bought the latest PS5. Most likely going forward, you are going to spend more time playing video games than what you did before. And the same applies to any other purchase that you do. 3. Finish discarding first. It's going to look worse before it looks better. So please stop yourself from starting to put things back before you finish the discarding. Work on one category at a time, and once you finish with one, you can then start putting things into their place. 4. Tidy by category, not location. The idea here is to collect all items from one category in one place before you start discarding, so you can then work on all items at once. 5. Follow the right order. This order was created so you start with the easiest items to declutter, which are clothes, and you go up to sentimental items, which are the hardest ones to declutter. That gives you enough time to develop clarity and confidence in your process of decluttering. 6. Ask yourself if it sparks joy. Don't get stuck with items due to their monetary value, function, information, or emotional attachment. You can always get some, if not all of that value through different avenues. Now that you know the 6 basic rules of tidying, allow me to resume how the KonMari Method works. 1. Visualize what your ideal life would look like and which items you own would serve that ideal. 2. Gather all the items of each category in one place, starting by the easiest ones, clothes, to the hardest ones, sentimental items. 3. Pull them out of their usual spot and place them on the surface. It can be your bed, the floor, a table, whatever you have around you. 4. Hold each item and ask yourself if it sparks joy. If it no longer sparks joy, thank the item for the time it served you and move on to the next item. When doing clothes, do them in the following order. And remember to always do off-season items first. And for the kimono/miscellaneous items, tidy in the following order. Five, you can either keep an item or discard it. At the end of each category, you should have two piles: keep and discard. 6, bag up your discard pile. To avoid waste, I would highly recommend you to: first, try to resell any clothes that you can. Second, give to your family members or friends anything that they might want. And third, whatever is left, give it to charity. The process of facing and selecting our possessions can be quite painful. It forces us to confront our imperfections and inadequacies and the foolish choices we made in the past. When we really delve into the reasons for why we can't let something go, there are only two: an attachment to the past or fear for the future. When one or the other of these thought patterns makes it hard to throw things away, we can see what we really need now, at this moment. We aren't sure what would satisfy us or what we are looking for. As a result, we increase the number of unnecessary possessions, burying ourselves both physically and mentally in superfluous things. The best way to find out what we really need is to get rid of what we don't. I want to reassure you that just because you threw something away, that doesn't mean that you let go of past experiences or your own identity. Quite the contrary, it allows you to become the true version of yourself at this present moment. Tidying is just a tool, not the final destination. The true goal should be to establish the lifestyle you want most once your house has been put in order. Step 2 is to clean. After you finish decluttering and before you start organizing, take this opportunity to deep clean the surfaces that were once covered in stuff. You can choose whatever products you prefer, as long as they are adequate to the surfaces that you want to clean. This process of deep cleaning will not only make you feel good about yourself, but will also buy you some time so you can visualize how you want to organize the things that you just decluttered. Step 3 is to organize. Marie Kondo has her own way of folding and storing items, such as clothes and other things. I will leave a few links in the description box below if you want to follow her way. I think the most important thing here is to store similar items together, ideally in color order, in the best way that suits your wardrobe, your shelves and your drawers. So it becomes easier for you to find what you're looking for and just move on and enjoy your life. Here is the last few points of her method. 7. Divide your pile in subcategories. If you are tidying your clothes, divide them into t-shirts, long sleeves, coats, skirts, dresses, suits and trousers. Analyze which categories are going to be stored where, and are they going to be folded or are they going to be hanged? 8. Folding. Folding is really a form of dialogue with your wardrobe. Visualize what the inside of your drawer will look like when you finish. The goal should be to organize the content so that you can see every item at a glance, the same way you see the spine of your books on the bookshelves. 9. Hang your clothes in the way that they are rising to the right, from heavy to light, both in color and material. Start with long items and go to short items, while still maintaining categories together. There are 3 approaches we can take towards our possessions. Face them now, face them sometime, or avoid them until the day we die. The choice is ours. The process of tidying helps us to identify our values and reduces doubt and confusion when making life decisions. If we can have confidence in our decisions and launch enthusiastically into action without any doubts holding us back, we will be able to achieve much more. In other words, the sooner we confront our possessions, the better. If you are going to put your house in order, do it now. Repeat after me. 2021 is your year. I believe in you, and so should you. And that brings us to the end of my New Year series, where we delve deeper into reflecting about 2021, designed our perfect day around our ideal self, we goal set for success in 2021, and finally, we decluttered, cleaned, and organized our space in order to create the best year of our lives so far. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out part 1, 2 and 3. I'll leave the links in the description box below. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you know the next time that I upload a new video. Let me know in the comments below if you followed along this New Year series and what you thought about them. Did they help you in any way? I do hope so. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!